Welcome back! Today we're going to be fully installing everything on this Olds 455. Last time I didn't really film anything, but I installed the oil pump or fuel pump drive onto the camshaft with the cam bolt. It has been torqued down. Don't remember the torque spec. I think it's like 35 foot-pounds. Whatever. Regardless. Today we're going to be installing the fuel pump, the timing cover, the oil pump, oil pan, hopefully heads and intake. So it'll be almost completely put together to put into the Olds. Let's get started. So we got the oil pump, gasket, not oil pump, fuel pump. Continue to do that. Alright, so we're going to install the timing cover here. I got a gasket kind of crinkled up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a small layer of RTV on there, put the gasket, and then put the timing cover. So I got the timing cover on. This is obviously the old water pump. I just used it because the bolts are of length to incorporate the water pump. Obviously I have a new water pump coming. I'll be installing that later. But basically the torque spec is 18 to 22 foot-pounds. So basically hand tight. We're gonna start putting on the oil pan. So that's on. You saw me loosen everything and put this in because I forgot to. You got to install the harmonic balancer so that seal is riding evenly around everything, and then tighten everything down so that you don't have one side of the seal wearing out premature. Basically, I'm just going to flip it over. Sam and I are going to work on getting the oil pump in and then the oil pan on. We got to install the oil pump. I got ahead of myself. I was about to install the pan, but I have some ARP fasteners here. Don't know if you really need them, but I just bought them anyways because I didn't have them, and ARP is awesome. Alright, so the oil pump is installed. In the video or in the time lapse you'll see that I forgot the oil pump drive. Definitely something you should not forget. That's why I took it off, put it back on. I would probably recommend installing the pickup before installing the pump. It makes it a little easier, but I didn't want to take it off again. Regardless, Sam and I are going to clean up the surfaces here. We've already installed the rear seal. Probably need to put some RTV underneath these gaps. Going to install the front seal and the pan. While doing that, hopefully this will fit. This is a higher flow or higher volume pump, not stock, so hopefully it fits. What I've been told it's supposed to fit with a 5-quart pan, but we'll find out. so in that time lapse, you saw us install the oil pan. You saw us struggle with the fitment. Like I was explaining in the last video, the oil pan is not original, so it doesn't fit like an original. And this is not an original pan, but it's a design to be original. Basically, we just had to dent that windage tray because the pipe for the pickup was being hit. I think we'll be fine. I guess I'll find out. I'm obviously going to be priming this engine before I start it, so if I have no oil pressure, then I know why, and I won't be starting it. But anyways, we're going to flip this guy over, clean the decks, and start installing the heads. So we're going to be installing these heads. They're Speedmaster heads. Don't know a whole lot about the flow numbers or anything like that. I guess I can post those in the description of the video. I've got just standard Velcro gaskets. What I've been told is you can run these on aluminum heads. I guess I'll find out. Basically installing them with ARP fasteners. This is the ARP part number 180-3600 for olds 350 to 455. They do have a 1/2 inch fastener, but that requires you to drill and tap the block. I'm not throwing nitrous at this or anything like that, so standard fasteners for me. Basically, same procedure as any head install. I guess not a whole lot of tech tips for this, but basically just follow your instructions from ARP. Don't follow your OEM factory torque specs. This little document here will tell you everything you need to know. Basically install some of this Ultra Torque lube on the bottom of the head of the bolt and to the washers. That's pretty much it. So Sam and I are gonna put the heads on real quick and probably call it for a night. All right, so the engine's put together. Well, not completely, but heads are on, oil pan's on, oil pump's on, all that's good. I noticed the fuel pump was hitting on the head when we installed it. Didn't notice that till after the head install, but it seems to be all right. I'm gonna have to get a new fuel pump, but besides that, heads are on. In the next video, we're gonna be installing the push rods, rocker arms, rocker studs, rocker whatever, all the valve train stuff. And then we're gonna put the intake on. I still have to order a carburetor, but besides that, I think that will pretty much finish off this build. And then in another series of videos, we're gonna try and get this guy into the Oldsmobile. So I'll see you guys later.